Так, ладно. Вроде бы все работает. Между тем. Всем привет, с вами Дан, Жека, Юля. Юля, ну ты устройся как-нибудь. Короче, сделал такой небольшой перерыв от Genshin Impact. Чуть-чуть вернемся к Dragon Age. И с прошлого раза я, в принципе, никуда и не ходил. Ой, видимо, зря. Так. Думаю, пришла пора обшмонать этот лагерь.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
А что именно вы здесь производите?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
А если я принесу тебе железные коры?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
А что ты можешь из нее смастерить?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
Ладно, буду поглядывать по сторонам.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first.
Так, теперь...
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Возможно, мне нужны эти самые. Говорят, они у тебя есть. В огромном количестве, твою мать. Так, 4 штучки мне, пожалуйста. Сколько у него добра. Я покупаю. Уж на это я золото не пожалею, поверь мне, дружище. Кстати, что у нас там по аптечкам? По зельям. Тоже давай затаримся. Путь предстоит долгий, сам понимаешь. Когда не знаешь, где найдешь, где потеряешь. Очень тугой шлем. Для прицеливания. Далийские перчатки, далийские сапоги, далийский доспех. Темная луна. Разведчика. Так, стопай, я ж вроде тебе продавать хотел.
What do you wish?
Я же тебе загнать что-то хотел. Вроде бы. 75. 15, 375. А, вот, забирай. Получается, мне, в принципе, все остальное не очень-то и нужно, да? Надеюсь, они не будут сильно ругаться, если я тут пошарюсь.
And I'm off.
Так, Лилиана, ходи сюда. Это еще где выход с этой локации? Да, ничего. Ничего.
So you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us.
Ты что скажешь?
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
Вам вправду причиняет столько беспокойства?
These days, very little to tell the truth, for we've established a fearsome reputation amongst the Shenlin. We must still be vigilant, however. Not that I would expect an outsider to understand, but there you have it. We do what we must. You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief, though I suppose I can hardly blame your caution. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Ну да. Кстати говоря, раз уж на то пошло. Плюс один к ловкости, но они чуть похуже по броне. Крови. Перенесла. Ты что расскажешь?
I'm Darren Atishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Они несколько недоверчивы.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brasilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Запретил, говоришь?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Почему тебе так нужно в лес?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
Да брось, я охотно выслушать тебя. С другой стороны, сказал А, говори Б.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Ну я поищу ее в лесу.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Хороший литер, больше ничего примечательного.
Under an Etitian Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Конечно, давай.
I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Ну, да, иные города так велики, что и взглядом не хватишь.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Ну да, это правда.
I suppose you have met many of my kind in your travels. My heart goes out to them. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours?
Ну, кое-кто сожалеет, не все люди одинаковые.
I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it.
Ну, логично.
A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Расскажи о себе.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
А как ты попала к долийцам, если была ребенком?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Ты очень спокойно говоришь об этом.
Do I? It's taken many years of reflection to come to terms with it, to forgive what those men did to me. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Ты сказала, что они долийцы спасли тебя от разбойников.
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
У тебя не осталось родни? Тебе некуда было вернуться?
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there, it's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
Как ты стала хранителем?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of our Lathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
А что думал об этом сам Затриан?
He was proud of me. I've always thought of him as a father in a way. He could not hide his pleasure when I became his first. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
А чем именно занимается хранитель?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Почему долийцы так неприветливы?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
Мне казалось, ваша родина называлась Дола.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too. And you wonder why we are hostile.
А что за Арлтан, о котором ты упоминала?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Разве Арлтан не оборонялся?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Но он все еще существует.
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
Говоришь, эльфы тогда были бессмертными?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
Но вы же можете вернуть себе долгую жизнь?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Эльфы же в конце концов освободились?
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
Но вы не поклоняетесь Создателю.
We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god.
Ну, я теперь понимаю, почему вы не любите людей.
Shemlin, we call them, quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
Нельзя ли добиться от этого клана дружелюбия?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
Хочу еще кое-что спросить.
Certainly.
Что можешь сказать мне о Затриане?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Что же он потерял?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Ладно, понял.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news?
Ну, я говорил о тебе с Ланаей.
And what did she have to say?
Она очень высокого мнения о тебе.
And I of her. One day she will be keeper after I'm gone. She is more than ready.
Скажешь, что ты хранитель этого клана уже очень давно?
That's true. Hundreds of years, if you must know. Slowly, the Dalish will all know once again the agelessness of the elves. For now, only a few of us have regained that ability. But I cannot say any more on that. I trust your curiosity is sated.
Так. Я вот думаю, что это, меня спросить или нет?
Yes? What is it you need? Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller.
Ладно.
How do they move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
We few wanderers greet you, Shemland. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
Но если повезет, я их, быть может, найду.
An outsider to the rescue, but of course, what were we doing trying to solve our own problems?
Чем же я вызвал такое отношение к себе?
Perhaps you do not. But you are an outsider, and that we must rely on your largesse is a bitter pill for us to swallow.
You are being most unkind, Sayril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons these Shemlen have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Ну, договорились.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlen had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlen prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
Вы затеяли с нами войну и потерпели поражение.
We started the war, did we? And you, child, what do you believe happened to the Dales?
The Shemlen wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlen nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us, a great crusade.
Я знаю точно, что не все люди думали так.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong? Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlen would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlen cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost law.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Тебе спасибо.
Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brasilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Ну, давай, расскажи мне о лесе.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brasilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
А это связано с Вервольфами?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
В лесу происходили битвы?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil.
Бешеный клык существует до сих пор?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
Так, значит, в лесу и духи водятся.
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
А много здесь Вервольфов?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Те охотники превратились в Вервольфов?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy. Is there something you need?
Ты когда-нибудь слышал об эльфе по имени Анерин?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anaren the healer?
You know Anaren?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anaren.
Ah, it makes sense. Aniran said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
Видишь, порой не вредно спросить.
If you seek an Aaron, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
Dareth Shiron.
Так, Лилиана.
Going.
I hear only the Danish can control the Hala. They listen to no one else.
Так, попай. Отрежь
Yes.
отца.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Кто ты?
My name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
А что такое голова?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides.
Ты говоришь о них как о друзьях.
That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Но почему же ты отделила эту голову от остальных?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
А я могу чем-нибудь тебе помочь?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. Yes, that's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranus, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Лилиана, за работу. Пять 60, 5 26. Здесь не то, понимаешь? Где надо быстрее прицеливание? Получается, предатель. Какой он хитрый и какой он предатель. Пирожок, пирожок.
Hello?
Это вовсе незачем меня бояться.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
Никогда прежде не видел человека?
Oh, of course. It's just that they don't... I mean, you don't... Oh, I should start over. I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Что же тебе мешает?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
А ты попробуй, вдруг я тебя удивлю.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Что за Гейна?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Наверняка можно найти выход.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Давай я поговорю с ней.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
Я могу быть очень убедительным.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
Ну, хуже от этого не будет.
Siranas, oh ma Siranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Давай поговорим с ней.
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
Ты ведь Гейна. Я тебе говорил Камен.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
Ну, сказала, что ты не хочешь стать его женой.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
Ну, по-моему, не важно, какое у вас положение.
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
Ну, так, блин, помоги ему добиться этого успеха. Дай ему пинка под зад.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen. Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy. This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Что он дал? Что он дал-то? Аметист? Всегда прямую. Ничего не понятно, но очень интересно, как говорится.
Of all the...
Yes.
Ну и, пожалуйста, забрано сюда. Так, 6-0. Так, что по этим? Говно, говно. А это? Пусть будет.
Праска.
Indeed.
Ладно. Надо избавиться от ненужного хлама.
It is good to see you again.
Вроде вот этого, вот этого. Так. Тут тоже. И это забирай. И это забирай. И это тоже забирай. Очень много чего бы еще скилить на самом деле, но...
Yes?
Боже мой, ох, это деталист-то. Так, Бресилианский лес, найти корону гнилу. Так. Получится? Нужно найти железную кору, нужно найти... бабу, вполне возможно, Вервольфа.
I'm off.
Привет, ребята. Так, а теперь... Так, Алистер, у тебя там один этот вытекает. Так, добро. Привет, ребята. пирожок.
All right.
Оснащенный лук? В смысле оснащенный лук? А, а. Блин.
Right away.
На готове оснащенный лук. В смысле, а как? Почему? Сигнальную стрелу. Какую стрелу-то?
And I'm off.
В смысле, пока не будет оснащенной стрелы, это как вообще? Так, упавшее дерево, редко железная кора.
Going.
Опа.
I tried to be
Going.
Говно какое-то. А чё, с медведей ничего не выпало?
The watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish and the human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
Ты разговариваешь? А я думал, вервольфы дикие звери.
We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now, Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
Я предпочел поговорить с тобой. Для начала.
Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
Судя по всему, ты неплохо знаешь Затрена.
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it.
Почему? Тогда ты его так ненавидишь.
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
Драться у меня желания нет, но и отступиться тоже как бы нельзя.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Ну, значит, можно не наваливать ему пизделей. Ребята!
And I'm off.
Алистер, хватит с ним драться, добей его.
Of course.
Как магистра.
Who comes?
Ты тяжело ранен. Что с тобой произошло?
We were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart. Attacked.
Раны глубокие, некоторые силы сегодня кровоточат. Следов вкуса на раненом нет. Блин. Ничего не убавить, ничего будет.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Mas Syranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Ладно, одна проблема меньше. Единственный вопрос. Надо выпустить стрелу. Может, это сюжетный предмет какой-нибудь, нет? Черепная руда. Блин, нет никаких таких стрел, чтобы... Не было в этом никогда. Сестрища, палатка, скамейка. Но определенно нужно туда. Твою мать. Блин, а ты можешь вот его застопорить? Алистер, да, блин, хватит играться. Добей эту мразь, я займусь функцией. Вы давно не были. Без понятия, что произошло, но что-то произошло. Подарочки.
All right.
Жизнь, кора. Так. Как думаешь, что будет?
All right.
Могильный камень, при взгляне его вам не по себе. Не трогать надгробие. И чё, типа, должно было произойти? Я мог потревожить надгробие или чё? Опа. Ну, пожалуйста, вот так. Спасибо. просто взял немножко коры. Что ты начинаешь? О, твою мать! Привет, ребята! Так, Алистер, давай-ка вещи там. Я буду делать вещи здесь. Я же вижу, что вот эти 3 дерева хотят встать. Ну, пусть попробуют встать. Так, сходу вешаем на нее это самое. Вот это дерево хочет встать, я вижу. Да? Мозаика. А? Спасибо, есть. Чё? Сама закажешь? А, ладно, сейчас. О, господи. Блин. Забыл совсем. Так, звучит, конечно, странно, но с этим деревом можно поговорить. А с вот этим нельзя поговорить. Ну, да ладно. Каждому, как говорится, свое. Поэтому давай пока что на этом закончим. Продолжим уже в следующей серии. С вами были Дан, Жека, Лёля. Едет домой Рина. Так что все, в принципе, довольно-таки хорошо.